Hi everyone. I hope everyone's staying safe, washing their hands, getting a little bit of outside time, and wearing a mask. Wearing a mask if moms and dads are asking to. Just like washing our hands with soap, wearing a mask will help prevent us from germs. I know it's hot out today, and if you are getting some outside time today, remember, it's not only important to make sure your outside's cool, but your inside is cool too. So that means drink lots and lots of water. Let's start off with our calendar. We are still in our year of 2019. We're still on our month of June. Yesterday was number 3. That means today has to be number 4. We're still in our season of spring, and soon it'll be summer. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, yesterday was Wednesday. I mean, today has to be Thursday. Now this week we're talking about reptiles. Can we think of any reptiles we know? Well, we have snakes, we have turtles, we have alligators or crocodiles, we have lizards. Now there are some special things that make reptiles different than other animals. One is their scales. Now reptiles have skin, but over their skin is scales. And those scales help keep them hydrated. They also lay eggs. Now we know another animal that lay eggs. Birds lay eggs, but birds don't have scales. Reptiles are also cold-blooded. That means that they need the sun, or they need warmth, they need warm weather to keep their muscles moving. Well, today, I would like to try to read 2 books. I'm going to go as fast as I possibly can. The reason why is because I'd like to talk about frogs today. Now, frogs are not reptiles, and we'll find out why. So our first book has a frog, or a toad, and a reptile in it. First book is Toad by Ruth Brown. Now, every book has an author and an illustrator. The author is the person who writes all the words. The illustrator is the person who draws all the pictures. This book, the author and the illustrator are the same person, Ruth Brown. So let's start at the beginning so we know what happens. This is the tale of a toad. A muddy toad, a mucky toad, a clammy toad, a stinky, gooey toad. Odorous, so smelly. Oozing, foul and filthy, and dripping with venomous fluid. Now in this book, there's something camouflaged. That means there's something hidden in the background. Let's see if we can find it. So on the first page, I don't know if you can see it, something right there. Toad, covered in warts and lumps and bumps, with stains and spots and speckled humps. There we go. Again, remember, there's something hiding. Can you see what's hiding? Somewhere's up here. A nasty, septic, toxic, and bitter. He leaves a slimy trail. You guys see it? Somewhere's up at the top. It's got 2 eyes. Toad is also a bug-crunching toad. A greedy, fly-munching, worm-slurping toad. And this one's in the background. I think I see a tail somewhere. No, tails are He is clumsy and careless, sluggish and slow. There goes that eye again. And he can't even see very well. So, winking and blinking, he waddles and stumbles, trudges and truddles. What's this? Straight into the jaws of a monster. That is a really big lizard. Does anybody know what this lizard's called? It's special one. But, yuck! Yells the monster and spits out the toad. A happy toad, a safe toad, a carefree and self-confident toad. The toad with a monstrous smile. So let's go back a couple pages and look at that lizard. This is a Komodo dragon. Komodo dragon is a pretty big lizard. We don't have any here in the United States. They live somewhere else. Our second book is going to explain to us why frogs and toads are not lizards. So we have a Cat in the Hat book. Would you rather be a pollywog? Now, Dr. Seuss isn't with us anymore, but this book, the author and the illustrator, the author who wrote all the words, is Bonnie Worth, and the illustrator who drew all the pictures is actually two people. It is Astrid's Ruzi and Joe Matthew. Let's start at the beginning. Near your house is a place of which I'm fond. It's a body of water that I call pond. I'm going to visit it. You can come too. Your mother won't mind at all if I do. The sunshine beats down, helping pond plants thrive. The plants feed pond animals to keep them alive. From the top to the bottom, I think that you'll see that the pond here is lovely as can be. There's a lot more pages in this, guy, so I might not show you all the pictures, all right? The smallest thing here, there's so tiny, I hope. You've thought to bring with you a microscope. Come look at this slide. Where in one water drop, tiny algae plants float and animals hop. These living things feed a good range of creatures like freshwater snails and slippery leeches. With their teeth like files, snails score the glean the algae off rocks and pick them quite clean. Leeches eat worms, lay down in the muck. Leeches have muscles. I'm sorry, guys, there's a lot more than I thought there was going to be. I'm going to skip forward to the frog. Here we go. What is that sitting over on the fallen log? I think you can tell me. Of course, it's a frog. A frog lays her eggs in a clump, and in that way, the eggs seem too small to be eaten as prey. There is an egg. It's teeny tiny. In 2 weeks or more or less, out pops pollywogs. Tadpoles is the other name for baby frogs. They try to blend in. Look under those logs, and I think you will find at least 6 pollywogs. I wonder if we can find them. Let's see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. After 5 weeks, the pollywog changes. Some more hind legs pop out where there was none before. Then 4 legs sprout out from 2 lumps by head. It loses its gills and it gets lungs instead. Its mouth and jaw widens, its tail starts to shrink. These pollywogs look like a frog now, I think. You may wonder what makes the loud croaking below. Well, bullfrog is the name of the loud croaking fellow. It puffs up and lets loose. It's the way the bullfrog says, "Don't try to eat me. I'm too big. Stay away." We're going to continue. So, I'm sorry, the difference that we see is that a frog is an amphibian. An amphibian lays its eggs in the water and it continues to grow. It grew from a pollywog, and then it grew legs, and then after it grew legs, it lost its tail and it grew more legs, and then it lost its gills, and gills are what fish use to breathe on the water. So after it lost its gills, it grew lungs, and lungs are what we use to breathe air. Now, a reptile does lay eggs, but these eggs are a lot different. These eggs aren't laid underwater. These eggs are laid on land, on the ground, usually buried under sand or dirt, and when the snake or turtle or alligator or lizard comes out, they come out whole. They don't come out and grow different parts. They come out fully grown. Sorry for the sweat today, guys. Haven't yet put in my air conditioner. Again, I hope everyone's staying safe, washing their hands, getting a little bit of outside time and wearing a mask. Remember, if you are going outside in this heat, you need to cool your body down, both inside and out. So drink lots of water, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.